I just returned from visiting one of my doctors. He sent me home with a unique prescription: refrain from any discussion of politics for 48 hours. Today is election day. More than 160 million of us will have voted by day's end. Despite all the political maneuvering, our election process will have been amongst the finest in the world. Our votes will be counted fairly. The voting process will have been conducted with undue pressure at the ballot box. We will represent one of far too few countries in the world where the election process truly reflects the will of the people. We live in Texas, where football rules. We need to know the lingo. There's a well-known phrase used to describe the character of the defensive side of the ball. One such description is, the defense bends but doesn't break. Although the defense might squander a considerable amount of yardage, it plays stellar defense and allows few touchdowns when the offense is in the red zone. I think the analogy works rather well with respect to our government. Our country, with its democratically designed government of checks and balances, has weathered some serious moments in its past. We survived the Civil War, assassinations of presidents, the race riots of the 60s, the civil unrest associated with the Vietnam War, to name only a few difficult moments. We have found our way at every critical juncture because so many good people have recognized the wisdom our forefathers utilized to establish this unparalleled country. The sun will come up tomorrow. Many of us will be unhappy with the results whenever they are confirmed, while many of us will be thrilled. Some of us will recognize the 2024 vote as supportive of Israel's concerns, while others will feel disenfranchised. Regardless, we must strive to act with deference and maturity and demonstrate respect for the institutions that have provided structure to this great country for nearly 250 years. Anshe Torah reflects the makeup of our country. We are a split congregation with respect to political persuasion. Yet we continue to function like a family, a wonderful family, learning to work together, respecting our differences, while recognizing we share so many wonderful values. When the rabbis of the Talmud cannot resolve a conflict, they say, Elu ve'elu divrei Elokim. Both the opposing positions represent the words of God. May we remember that each of us represents our Jewish heritage. We are a people who thrives on dialogue, always ready to engage in disputation. Yet historically, we have respected one another. We've maintained our sense of honor for another of God's creations. We say in Hebrew, Kol Yisrael arevim ze bazeh. All of Israel is responsible for one another. May each of us be the leaders our country needs today. Let us accept the defeat of our candidate with humility. Let us rely on the strength of our country to weather the challenges of tomorrow with grace and courage. May our children and children's children observe our response to the election results with pride, knowing that our advocacy for Israel and our commitment to the ideals of this great country will never end. Erev Tov.